of phone from Samburu County. Now, the Ministry of Labour, in conjunction with the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, will undertake a survey in the informal sector to profile the skills and occupations prevalent in the sector and opportunities for job creation for the youth. The survey will be carried out in sampled households and enterprises in all the 47 counties, starting from the 10th of June 2019 for 40 days. The CS Labour and Social Protection Honourable Ambassador Ukur Yatani is addressing the survey team this morning. Let's cross over there and listen in.
Listing exercise provided a ground on which sample households and establishments to be visited after this training were drawn. For the last few months, we've been engaged in a number of preparatory activities, and the first one is the listing. We have listed over 57,000 various enterprises in this category, and out of that we've come out with the data with a sample of 13,000 different businesses and targeting also 5,000 households. Allow me at this stage to congratulate you, the supervisors, the people who are going to be engaged in this exercise, to have been chosen to be part of the data collection team. This opportunity comes with a lot of responsibility and a lot of expectation there's a lot of expectation we demand from you in terms of upholding the integrity of the data, the quality of the data, which will provide quality information upon analysis, and this is what we expect you as a team. Sometimes, if we don't get the right information, it becomes very difficult to arrive on the prevailing situation in Kenyan economy. So we expect you to uphold highest level of credibility, standards about your integrity, make sure that the quality of the data is not doubted by any parties, to enable come up with a relevant analysis that's going to inform other decisions that will be done later on. This survey is a national activity and is being carried out in all the 47 counties. So there's no county that has been left out. The various enterprises in the informal sector, as far as Turkana, Mandera, everywhere, we have already carried out samples based on the available opportunities in those areas. As you embark on the exercise, you and the research assistants that you will be supervising represent not only the Ministry of Labour and Social Protection, but Kenyan government at large. Your conduct during the survey is of paramount importance and should reflect the contents of Chapter 6 of the Constitution of Kenya on how public officers should conduct themselves. I don't really need to overemphasize this, because you've been given tremendous responsibility to make sure that this critical exercise that we are undertaking for the first time in the history of this country will give us not only credible but also data that is foolproof, so that policy making, planning can be done effectively. I have been fully briefed on the instrument of the survey on which we will be collecting data. The process of training, undertaking, and testing had already been undertaken, particularly the household number listing form, household business listing, enterprise questionnaires, and employee questionnaires. A lot of information now will be collected using this instrument, including skills, including the capital outlay, including the challenges that the enterprises face on day-to-day basis, whether they are internal, whether they are issue of capital, whether they are environmental, particularly in relation to dealing with other agencies of government and other partners. So we expect you really to ensure you abide by the rules and the engagements of your training, so that we can get the necessary information that will be used for future planning. I take note of the challenges of an exercise of this scale, but I have the confidence that to have been chosen and being involved in this point in life of activity, you can measure up to the task of these challenges, which will be and expect, good delivery of results. The diversity of this country is really great. The geographical diversity, the social diversity, the economic diversity, access to some of these places. So we have taken note of all this and prepared you accordingly. And therefore, you'll make sure that we do not compromise this engagement in any way. Make sure that the quality of data we get in Kiambu should be of equal quality the one we get in any part of this country, whether Turkana or elsewhere, because we have planned for all those expected challenges, particularly in terms of road network, in terms of connectivity, in terms of all this. Last but not least, I wish to thank the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics for the very professional undertaking, the quality of training, the quality of the personnel. Quite a number of you have long experience in other surveys, and we expect the same to be done at all time. We, particularly the members of the technical design team, for their continued support during the design and implementation of the survey. As I thank the KEBS, I also express my gratitude to the World Bank, who have graciously supported us in this exercise. It's been a project of about 156 million over the last number of years. But for this particular survey, we are going to spend about 58 million to not only do the survey, but ensure that at the analysis, all the necessary measures are undertaken. I also wish to take the opportunity to thank the members of the ministry officials who have worked with this journey in terms of collaborating with the research assistants, the supervisors, and we'll expect you to be more visible in the various localities of this country. Because having undertaken this for a number of years, we expect the best out of this. Ultimately, we also thank Ministry of Interior, because we've been depending on a number of government grassroots officers, including chiefs, the county commissioners, the deputy county commissioners, the assistant county commissioners, who have been very useful, have been very informative in terms of giving us the necessary information on the geographical outlay, on the social outlay, on the diversity of the various businesses that has enabled us to come up with a sample that's going to be representative of the country. Ultimately, the reason as to why this survey will be undertaken, I really don't need to emphasize, because in this country, we have such high quality manpower, but the challenge has always been the market has been shrinking. The market has not been expanding enough to absorb all the graduates from various institutions of higher learning. And we want to encourage Kenyans looking for job opportunities. The place to be is in the informal sector. Engage in them, because this data, this survey will give us proper roadmap on what the earnings in the informal sector, the average earning. Instead of now pursuing white-collar job, people can engage in the blue-collar economy, the informal sector, and even have better earnings than the formal sector. And the opportunity for growth, because they are not only being engaged in those areas, but they'll also be masters of their own destiny, because they will be employers themselves. The ripple effect of this, the economy of scale, the expansion, is going to really make sure that, the very many people out there without jobs, without incomes, without proper living, will get an opportunity to contribute to the state of the economy. The researchers who are here, we are now launching people who are now ready to take off. In total, we have 144 research assistants. We also have 25 coordinators and 53 supervisors that will be now posted, have already been posted and ready to start the business. This service is going to formally kick off today, but the individual teams will be undertaking this exercise from Monday. So thank you very much. Should you have your questions?
Labour Cabinet Secretary Ambassador Kuria Tani there addressing a survey team this morning on a job creation survey in the informal sector set to be the basis for opportunities for job creation. More details on